Hello, my friend. Ontarian Hawkins here, the passive income guru. So what you see right now in front of you is a Bitcoin or cryptocurrency mining calculator. And the numbers you see are roughly what I'm making per day, per week, per month, and per year, depending on the price of the current Bitcoin. Okay. So for example, right here, I have 57.8 what's called terahash, which is the hash power, and I'm making about $141 and some change per day. That comes out to about 989 per week, over 4,000 per month. And get this, this is passive income now. No recruiting, no telling or selling or trying to convince your friends or family to join you. That's an extra 51,000 per year. Now get this. This is the most exciting part, because as Bitcoin goes up, as the value of Bitcoin goes up, say it goes to 20,000, 30,000, which is predicted to do that in the year 2018. If it goes to that, guess what? This number per day and all these numbers are going to go up. It is a phenomenal opportunity. And again, this is very passive, no need to recruit. And what you're about to see right now is a presentation on the actual company that I'm involved with, called Swisco Global. Solid company. They've been out since 2008 and they're not going anywhere. They're helping a lot of people around the world. In 2018 is going to be an epic year for those who get involved with this company. Okay, so I'm here to help you. I'm here to assist you and answer all your questions. But first, look at this presentation, get a feel of what this company is about and what it can do for you financially in the year 2018 and beyond. Okay, enjoy the presentation. Take care. God bless. Let's get to it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this presentation today. This is Claudia here from Germany, and I welcome everybody on board. We're going to have our founder and CEO, Bill Rao, coming on board as well after my presentation, and he's going to come on board. I believe he's near San Diego today in Orange County, so hopefully very safe with all the fire which is going on in that region. So just bear with us a few more seconds. We're going to go live in a second. I just need to send some people the link. 1 second here. As you know, people are always a little bit late. So let me just go my WhatsApp and send our folks some links here that they can join, and we're going to get started here in a second. Right. Okay, one moment, guys, and then we're going to get started. Hi, Bill. Hi, Carol. Hi, David. Hi, Paul. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hi, Paul. So we have more Pauls here, which is great. So 1 second here. Copy that. Nice here. Why do you guys? 1 second. We're going to get started in a moment here. All right. Okay, my screen share is on. Okay, good. Well, again, hello everybody. We're going to get started here in 1 minute. And again, we have lots of people logging in right now. This is going to be an exciting training. It's going to be an exciting, actually, presentation now. We have our founder logging in from California. We're going to do some little bit of you know, after the presentation, some trainings for you guys, because I know we have a lot of people and lots of questions. But before that, let me get and start here the recording button. So just bear with me 1 moment, yeah? All right. Well, again, hello to everybody on today's presentation. My name is Claudia Eifert, and I'm your host today on this great webinar of Swisco Global. And as you see here in this image, very well, tired of working for somebody else, I can tell you what I was, and I certainly am happy that I'm not anymore. So if you want to learn how this works, and if you want to learn how to create wealth for yourself, well then, you're welcome to this presentation. In this first 20-30 minutes, what we're going to go over what Swisco Global is. We're going to go over what it's in for you, obviously, and what you have to do in order to obviously become successful with this great opportunity for you. In our second half of this presentation, what we're going to do is we're going to go over some Q&As and a little bit of training for you. So that's what we're going to do here in this next hour with you. So I hope that you all are tuned and that you all have your notepad maybe ready so that you can you know, note some things down which are really important, because this is really important stuff, and it's really life-changing stuff for you people who get on early. So with that said, let me just switch here my presentation and go further. We're going to do the answers to your questions. I know I see a lot of people having questions right now. We're going to answer them a little later, so after this presentation, okay? Come to Swisco Global. What is Swisco Global? Well, Swisco Global is more than an opportunity. It is actually a system for creating your own wealth. And the company was founded, well, almost 10 years ago, I can tell you that. And I'm since day one with the company. It was founded by Bill Rowell, our CEO, which you see here. And you see him holding on to a $500,000 bar. Gold bar in the precious metals refinery. So the company was based almost 10 years ago on the concept or on the principle to provide wealth, which usually was only preserved for the very wealthy, for the rich, gold and silver, but to bring this to the ordinary people. Why? Well, because most of the normal folks, well, they struggle because they're on the rat race because they don't really understand money. And that's really what it comes and boils down. They do not understand money. They do not understand how money works. Well, this is really, when we started, was our mission to show people, well, what do the wealthy do? What do the generational wealthy do? Not just the ones who just became wealthy, but no, the ones who just maintain that wealth over generations and generations to come. And what we have found is they all do own gold and they all own silver. So what we did is with Swisco Global, we provide you an opportunity to, from as little as $25, to own gold and silver from the most precious, the largest precious metals refinery out of Switzerland, Argo-Heraeus. If you would go to any gold dealer, pawn shop, anywhere in the world, and you say this is Argo-Heraeus gold, they will always know that is the best gold there is. So you see our founder, Bill Rowell, he is a licensed precious metals dealer in the DMC in Dubai. Our company is based in Switzerland and in Dubai. And I know lots of you folks are not so much interested anymore in that gold. Why? Because of this cryptocurrency phenomenon. Yes, since 2016, we are as well providing mining for cryptocurrencies through a third-party provider, Genesis Mining, to you. And yes, we are the only company in the world which provides you, besides Genesis, the most efficient way, the most profitable way in cryptocurrency mining, meaning which puts you most of the money into your pocket. So that's what we do, and I'm going to show you now how this works, if you like. So our products and services, as you now understood, gold and silver. So you can diversify into Swiss certified gold and silver. You can even buy gold and silver with Bitcoin. You can even buy gold and silver from your returns of your mining, and so diversify just like the wealthy do. And I always say that we have lots of people from the UK on board. Well, what does your queen own? Gold and silver, isn't it? So you should as well have. And of course, we're going to show you how the Bitcoin and the altcoin mining works now. We're going to show you how the affiliate revenue stream works. Now, it's important to understand is with Swisco Global, you can do things, you can do various things, but you can do mainly two things. And this is, you can be just a customer. That means you don't need to be engaged in anything which referral marketing, network marketing, and you can still profit greatly from it. But then if you want to do a step ahead and you want to even gain more streams of income, then you can, of course, become an affiliate. Okay. Then we have a great academy, so a Swisco Global Academy. That's what we have as well, and this really teaches you on your mindset. So we partnered there with the greatest coaches in the mindset world, in the personal development. Bob Proctor, most of the people have seen him from the movie The Secret. Well, he put all his courses into Swisco Global, and we and you who are an affiliate, you can have access to them and listen to them and really get trained, or I say always retrained your mindset, because if you are not, let's say, if you are stuck in your life, and again, this is not something bad, that is just it's just an awakening, I would say. If you are stuck in your life, if you are in debt, if you don't know, well, what do I do? If you have not enough, if you feel you're missing out, this is really has to do with mindset, because if you think that way and you're not going to change anything, as Bob Proctor would say, change is inevitable. Personal growth is actually a choice. So you've got to actually choose to personal grow. And that's what we have in our Swisco Global Academy there. So I really strongly recommend you to engage once you become an affiliate with Swisco Global. So we are living in a certainly changing world. I mean, I can't catch up so fast how this world is changing. So paper money is, of course, as you see, replaced by digital currency. We see, you know, every day almost a new digital currency popping up. We see some of the largest investment firms recently said either Bitcoin or gold will represent the future store of value. This is a pretty big thing to say, either Bitcoin or gold will represent the future store of value. Well, we certainly, I believe, have noticed, I believe you have noticed, that your dollar you're working for, your British pound, my euro I work for, is constantly losing its purchasing power. And that's what we have been really preaching and teaching since so many years now through Swisco Global Platform. And you don't need to own gold, silver, and cryptocurrency. Why gold? Well, you know, when you just look at the very simple slide here, in Roman times, with 1 piece of gold, 1 ounce of gold, you could dress yourself beautifully. 100 years ago, with that same piece of gold, it's the same ounce of gold, you could still dress yourself beautifully. Yet 100 years ago, you could also buy 1 ounce of gold for $20 US. Well, today, in present times, if I was to give you $20 US, and we have our beautiful friend Zahir on the call, hi Zahir, if I was to give you that $20 and I tell you, you know, Zahir, take your wife and take your little beautiful boy downtown London and go out and dress yourself, he would probably look at me, what are you talking about? Because with $20, he couldn't really do anything, you know? He maybe gets his family a meal at McDonald's, which is not healthy anyway, so, but not really much. Yet, if I was to give Zahir $1,300, which is around that, what 1 ounce of gold is worth, you know, he could go ahead and he could dress himself beautifully, his wife beautifully, and his son beautifully, you see? And so gold and silver always maintains its purchasing power. If you earn dollars, if you earn pound, if you earn whatever currency you earn, well, you got to find a way how to put some of that, instead of saving it in that currency, to put some aside into gold and silver. Why? Just to maintain its purchasing power. We can do that with a Starbucks example here, back in the year 2000, and now today, 17 years later, you now basically get the same amount of coffee which you would get then with your gold, if you would have to, of course, buy that in gold. But in dollar terms, back then in the year 2000, the coffee would cost you $1. You pay now $4 for that same coffee. Yet with gold terms, you exactly are equal. So it really doesn't change much. It preserves your purchasing power. That's what it does. And since we work hard, and we all work hard, so, you know, why not save in something which actually maintains it? But we also need income streams. So we also need to have cash flow. And, you know, how do they say, the wealthy cash flow is king, isn't it? So we need to have income streams which brings us cash flow, so that with that cash flow we can do different things. We can invest in businesses, we can invest into maybe real estate, maybe more cryptocurrencies, and more mining, and many other things, obviously. So, and in that cryptocurrency space, when you look at just purely the recent years of this cryptocurrency movement, which for some people is still a big puzzle. And yes, of course it is, because it's something new. It is when the internet was invented, or when email was invented. I mean, very few people would have thought that we would send each other emails. Very few people would thought that the internet would be such a huge, immense research system. I mean, a communication system. I mean, it really, the Arab Spring, why was it possible? Because of the internet and social media. Internet is changing its world, and so is cryptocurrency. So, or you miss out on that trend, or even if it's a puzzle, you learn about that trend. And we look at those trends, and we look at the number of cryptocurrency wallets. I just heard a recent figure, a cryptocurrency exchange named Coinbase is adding 100,000 new clients on a daily basis. Wow, that is a lot of clients. Why? Well, this is new people who get engaged into cryptocurrency. So the number of wallets or accounts, we know typical bank accounts which would store our money, or where our salary goes into. Well, a cryptocurrency wallet is similar like that. It's where you store your money, just in form of cryptocurrency. So the number of those cryptocurrency is constantly, of course, growing. I mean, it's so huge. The average wallet size, and this slide is probably already now old, it's a few months old, the average wallet size was like $9,000 that the person, the average who is into the cryptocurrency, would have in his wallet. It's expected to be by 2025 $12,000 average. And that would drive the whole market capitalization of cryptocurrencies to 5 trillion. In the beginning of this year, the whole market capitalization of cryptocurrency was around 30 billion US dollars. Let's look what it's now. Well, it's now way over 300. Actually, it almost reached 400. I have to check what it's now. Let me go live here to my presentation somewhere. I think I haven't got the latest slides. It's actually 425 billion right now what we have on the crypto market capitalization. That is for Bitcoin, 260 billion. For altcoins, that's all the other coins except Bitcoin, 165 billion. I mean, it's growing at a huge speed. So let me go here ahead with my presentation. So we see this is a big trend. And the future of money certainly is waiting for you here. So why do you choose us? Why should you choose us? So let's get down to the, how do they say, needy, greedy details here. Well, first of all, you're not going to find better gold than with us. It's just not a better price than we have. This is 2.97 above market spot, where you get the gold and silver. You can argue with me as all day long, but you will not find a better gold provider from the precious metals as the LBMA refinery Argorias. So quality and price. Genesis Mining, well, there are many now mining companies out there, and more coming on board, who provide mining, but there's only really two maybe mining companies really, or bigger mining companies who really provide you a great deal. And Genesis, well, is just the best. Genesis Mining out of Germany, they give you the best pricing and they give you the best return, and they have the lowest maintenance fee. Can't just argue with that. Yes, there may be other companies who are out there, but you're not going to get that price. So that's to that. So why is it then more profitable? Again, well, because we are exclusive partners with the best hardware provider. In fact, we offer mining right now, while our provider has at the moment no mining available except Monaro, and they gave us the mining so that we could sell more, and they're going to come obviously on board with new contracts hopefully very soon themselves as well. But we have a really great deal, a great relationship with that, with of course the company, and of course the farms, they are tactfully situated all over the world. All over the world. We wish to Iceland, but they're really all over the world. And obviously the technical team and the experience, and because of their their sizes is that large, that they can have just better providers in when it comes down to operational cost, when it comes down to getting the rigs which mine you the cryptocurrency, and when it's coming to getting down to get the power grid. Because as you may have heard in Bill's recent talks, it costs you around $1,000 to $1,500 to mine one Bitcoin. So it is it costs money to actually mine it. What are the benefits of mining with us? You can read it on our website. So obviously on yourself it's not profitable anymore, and that's why you should mine with Swiss Gold Global, because we're working with the best. But how can you calculate your mining rewards? And that is going to be pretty simple. So we have contracts in Bitcoin from as little as $35.80. What you guys got to understand, which is so important, and this is also very important to understand when, because when you talk and when you look around and when you look at other companies, well, you need to really understand, okay, how much hash power, that's the mining power, that's the speed at what it mines you your Bitcoin. How much hash power do I have? And what does this hash power cost me? And how long will this hash power mine for me? In Bitcoin, we have open-ended contracts. That means till it is not anymore profitable to mine. So we are looking and we are working with gigahash and with terahash. So a gigahash is obviously 200 gigahash or 0.2 terahash. That is the smallest contract in Bitcoin, okay, what we have. Then we have, of course, a custom plan where you can then choose how much you wish. Our clients are restricted to 5 terahash simply because the demand is just too big that we don't have that much supply. We do have supply, but it's getting constantly more and more and more people on board. So you can't build mining farms as quick as enough as people wanting these contracts. So it's a big, big deal. But customers are 5 terahash, so basically the double than that. And our affiliates, they can buy contracts of 15 terahash and can buy various contracts. But let's go and let's start to calculate that. So let me go there. But first of all, I want you to understand this contract time. So Bitcoin, what actually is an open-ended contract. So the specific duration of an open-ended contract is variable and it's determined by 3 factors. The mining difficulty, which changes all the time, the Bitcoin versus US dollar exchange rate, which also changes all the time, and the maintenance fee. Okay, and this includes all electricity, cooling, development, and servicing cost. So we cannot control the first 2 factors, the difficulty rate, and not the Bitcoin versus US dollar rate. But we can, of course, deploy the latest mining technology and do our best to keep it running at the maximum capability for you. And we have a maintenance fee, which is US dollar 0.00028 per gigahash per day. That's your maintenance fee. But that's already factored when you receive your mining profits in your wallet. It's already excluded there. But I want to show you now on the calculator how it works. Ethereum is an altcoin, as well as Zcash, as well as Monaro, which we offer. Ethereum contract is the smallest, is $29.99. They only run for 2 years. But in there, what is the difference to Bitcoin? You have already the maintenance fee, the 28, what you saw there, is already included for the 2 years. They only can run 2 years because they are run on a different system. They are running on a GPU miner, that's a graphic card. And to keep it very simple and not speaking in technical terms, got to imagine like your phone battery. it eventually will run out, and it will eventually not work anymore, and you will have to replace that phone battery. Nothing you can do with that. And this is the same with graphic cards. Eventually they fail. And after 2 years, this is really their maximum time that they can run. Okay, so let's look at the different contracts which we have. We have Zcash here, starts from $47.99, and we do have Monaro, starts with $49.99. So let's go now to that calculator where I'm going to show you the calculation for that. So we're going to go into Crypto Compare. That's Crypto Compare, and I'm going to do it live with you. Let's say we want to go Bitcoin. Let's look at, we want to get that cheapest contract, which we say it's 0.2 terahash, okay, or 200 gigahash. If we wanted to calculate it in gigahash, then we just have to change it here and put in 200, okay. We want to delete the power of consumption to 0, and we want to delete the cost per kilowatt to 0. We then, from that net, we take off the 28%. Okay. So, but basically on the small contract, based on today's difficulty rate, based on today's dollar value for the Bitcoin right now, let's see if this is accurate. Yeah, this is sort of accurate all the time. It's 1138. Let me go here. Sorry, let me go here. And it's always updating. Okay, so now it's updated. Based on that, we will have $159, which we will gain in our first year. We take 28% off that, and that's what our net return is. We have invested what? Let's go back to our presentation. Well, let's go actually back into one of the back office here. Let's go here, buy hash power, buy Bitcoin, go next. We see here 0.2 terahash costs us $35.80. Not bad of a return, even if you take off the 28, correct? Well, let's go to, let's do a bigger contract. Let's do a larger contract. Let's do the 15 terahash. 15 terahash costs us $2,385. Let's go and change this here to 15 terahash. Okay, 15 terahash, it's going to give us 11K per, this is $11,000 per year. Take off the 28%. Hey, this is great money, isn't it? And if this rises, of course, it's also going to go up again. Again, this is like, I mean, this is awesome. What can I say? That's why they sell out those contracts. That's why people just are hungry to accumulate more of that hash power. And that's pretty transparent. So ask any other company, can they tell you, well, how much terahash do they actually give you for what amount of what amount? So they can't say that, most of them, I mean, or they don't even know. Anyhow, so let's go to the previous, let's go to Ethereum. Let's do the example of the Ethereum. Ethereum, the smallest, is $29.99. Okay, so let's go here again. Let's move to Ethereum. Let's see if we get the latest price on Ethereum. Okay, so Ethereum is based right now on the difficulty rate is $476. You're going to make in your first year not yet even, so you're not yet having all the money back which you invested, because remind you, it costs you $29.99, so you're making $26. But hey, your second year, you're certainly profitable. What I'm looking at is not so much, I missed that to say in Bitcoin, what for me, it's not so important what the dollar term is. For me, it's more so important, what do I actually mine? How much of that coin will I get? Because when we think of Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any of these coins, you almost mined with 15 terahash 1 Bitcoin per day. Well, if Bitcoin is now $13,000, and they say it's going to be going to go up to $50,000 to $100,000, some even say $1 million. And again, I have to make a disclaimer because we don't know, and I'm going to do a disclaimer at the end as well. So this is not a promise or anything. It's just, of course, what is out there. So we see it's really important what you get for it in terms of the amount of Bitcoin. So let's go to Ethereum. I showed you that. Let's do a larger contract of Ethereum. Let's go to the largest contract of Ethereum. That's 500 megahash per second. So you see, it's a different algorithm here. It says MH. cost you 13,000, well, almost $14,000. So let's put in 500. Well, you're making 13K, and again, you don't have to take anything out of that. How much did you pay for it? Yeah, we paid a little bit over than 13K. You're making that basically back, and you have 27 Ethereum mined. Wow. Now I'm a big believer that Ethereum is going to go like really up. So I want to have as many Ethereums as possible. Let's go to Monero, because we have Monero as well. So let's go here. Let's go to Monero. Monero, the smallest contract is 60 hash per second. It's $49.99. So let's go look at what this gives you based, and let me again go to the latest Monero price. Yeah, I'm gonna make $56.39 for the Monero if I buy the $49.99. So I'm basically, you know, I'm more in the plus, in the positive already. I mined 0.21 Monero. Of course, if I take the largest Monero contract, which is 9,960 hash per second, cost me almost $8,000. So let me put that in here. 9960. I'm making $9,360 right now of course, as per today's difficulty rate, and I'm making 36 Moneros. I invested how much? I invested 7,868. I'm making 9,360. In my second year, you know, I'm again earning. So it's pretty awesome. Let's go to the last one. We have the Zcash. That's what we offer. Zcash, the smallest one is 25 hash per second, $47.99. Let's go here. Go to Zcash. Again, I just want to get the latest prices always. All right, I'm making $45.06 my first year in Zcash. How much did I invest? $47.99. So I'm almost cash flow positive. Almost. I mined 0.14 Zcash. My next year, well, I'm gonna, of course, definitely be cash flow positive and way more. But again, it's so important to understand, you know, you want to accumulate as much as these coins as you can, and you want to hold on to them. That's our belief. But again, you have to do whatever you want to do. So I think now this is pretty clear to you how our mining works. So let me go then next with my presentation. So you see we have a pretty simple, smooth system in here. It's pretty simple to share. I mean, I think I've never seen something easier to share when you can see, hey, you know, you're making great money. And we do have a global business. This can be done anywhere in the world where you have access to a computer. For use gold and silver, when you purchase that, you can never always sell this back. It's very easy, obviously. This is real gold and silver, so you'll definitely be able to sell that back at any time. What makes us different? Well, we use word of mouth advertisements, and it's the most trusted form of marketing. It's really word of mouth. Okay, 2 ways to join. One is the customer, as I said in the beginning, and one is the affiliate. A customer can also make money through referring. Doesn't have to, but can. The customer just purchased the mining package the customer wants to buy. It can be $29.99 Ethereum contract. It can be a $35 Bitcoin contract, whatever. And the customer can refer. Whenever the customer refers, and that person he refers purchase some mining, then the customer earns 2.5%. Okay, into a mining contract, which then keeps mining on a daily basis as long as the contract for Bitcoin is profitable, or 2 years for altcoin. The way it would look like in your back office, let's go here back. So this would be like sort of like this. You get a bonus. You get a bonus paid. And for example, we have here an Ethereum bonus, and this is now mining since 7th of December. It's going to mine for another 728 days. We see here Bitcoin. This is going to start on 28th of February, and this is bonuses which the customer received. Days mining contracts then will mine on a daily basis as long as it is not profitable for the Bitcoin, and of course 2 years for the altcoins. which is pretty amazing. That's how it works. So you're not getting cash bonus out, you get mining bonus paid out. But let me continue in my presentation here. So the affiliate, the person promoting the products through the marketing efforts, the affiliate is able or can be paid 9 different ways. That is 9 different ways. And I'm not going to go into that 9 different ways. We do special trainings on how to get paid in 9 different ways. What are the best packages to start your affiliate business? Well, you can start as a miner, silver, gold, executive, ambassador, platinum. These are all one-time entries. That's one-time entry. And then those first 2 packages, they carry a $50 monthly membership, and the others have the monthly membership already paid in there for 1 year ahead. So it's $50 monthly for 12 months is $600. That's already included in today's gold, executive, miner, ambassador, platinum. So what do you do next year when you renew your membership? If you purchased any of these, well, you just pay then the $600 again, or just $50 a month. And what is the difference in these packages? Well, obviously the amount of mining you're going to get in these packages and the amount of gold and silver. In the miner package, you get a small mining contract. And in the silver, you're going to get also a small mining contract, but you also get $50. You get also silver and gold, or gold or silver, whatever you decide, you can get in this mining package or in the silver package as well. I just had recently a post, I think it was from Nikki. Hi, Nikki. She started with a $30 contract. I think since she started last year with us, it has returned her like $2,000, which is pretty awesome. So the gold package, the executive miner, ambassador, platinum, they have simply more mining, more gold and silver in there. The executive miner has a 10 terahash package. The platinum has a 15 terahash package in there of Bitcoin. They all have Bitcoin currently in it. And when we sell out of Bitcoin, they will obviously be replaced by a different currency. So right now they all have Bitcoin in there, and the Bitcoin is not going to start now. It's only going to start end of February, beginning of March, so probably 15th of March. If it starts earlier, we're all happy. If not, well, then it starts on time, hopefully. This is just, mining is so sought after that, of course, you can't keep up with building the mining facilities as quick as enough. So what do you get on the bonus on the retail side? Basically very simple. Whenever an affiliate sells gold or silver, gets 1% of the value of the gold or silver, and whenever the affiliate gets a customer or an affiliate gets 5% of hash power. The customer, remember, got 2.5%, an affiliate gets 5% from their referrals. When you enroll new people in one of these packages I showed you before, you get a fast track commission for the smallest package of $35, for the highest package as $500. You can enroll as many people as you wish. Obviously pays one time when they join. The strategy I work with my team is get free people, just join free people. Help the free people do exactly the same. Help free people, get free people exactly do the same. And you're going to make $435 from those free people when you join them with the gold package. That's the example. The gold package, it's the annual package, $797. So get free people on board. That's what you talk to. You help those free people. They get free people each, and you're making $1,445. Besides your mining, remind you, every person you introduce, you're going to get a mining bonus, which mines you more money. We have people referring people, they're getting mining bonus, they accumulate a lot of mining bonus. We have some people that accumulate 100 terahash, 200 terahash, and more of mining power. You want me to show you quickly what this means, 200 terahash? Yes, I'm going to show it to you. So, you know, to make you a little bit jealous, yes, we do have people who just through sharing, they didn't even invest themselves, you know, making a profit of over $400 a day. just from sharing, just from picking up these mining bonuses here. Isn't that awesome? Well, I can tell you what, I have not seen a better business than that. Anyway, let's go further with this presentation here. So basically, that's actually it. If you want to build cash flow, be paid to save gold and silver, your next step is to team up, join us, and get started. Get started. Don't wait for the circumstances to be right. They're never going to be right. So they're never going to be perfect, I mean. And again, a disclaimer, there's no guarantee that you will earn money using the techniques and the ideas displayed. These materials are not to be interpreted as a promise, financial advice, or a guarantee of earnings. Bitcoin and altcoin daily payout will vary depending upon, but not limited to, price, difficulty rate, independent mining companies, operational expenses, and contract life. With that, thank you so much. Thank you for listening to me. I'm sorry if I went long, but I just wanted to really get really the understanding. Now, before I get to introduce Bill Rowell, I just want to quickly do a little bit of a Q&A at the end. We know lots of people, they're paying us with Bitcoin, or people saying, well, I paid, but it's not yet through the block. See, every transaction in Bitcoin, even your payouts, which are done in Bitcoin, sometimes you may see them in your transaction history, okay? But then they're maybe not there. So you maybe click on that link, and that link says transaction not found, okay? Well, very simple. We have a huge queue or a huge traffic jam on the blockchain. And you can always go to blockchain.info, just go to blockchain.info, go to unconfirmed transaction. That means these are transactions which are in the queue, and so depending on what fee you paid, if you paid a lower fee or a higher fee, they are in the queue. So the miners which confirming the transactions, miners are getting paid for transforming transactions or confirming transactions. They always pick up the transactions which have the highest fees paid. Why? Because it makes them more money, obviously, for the miners. And so we have currently, that's what the current data is, that is on transactions which are still unconfirmed and still in the queue to being processed. If you have done a transaction and it's not yet through, but it's out of your wallet, it's very simple. You copy the address, you copy your Bitcoin address, and you put it in here, and then you just click enter, and you see where that transaction is. You see if it is unconfirmed, or if it has just 1 or 2 confirmations, you actually see it there. It's pretty simple. With that, I'm shutting up now, and Bill, I'm not sure if you're on the call. Let me just check.
Hi, Claudia, I am on the call. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Well, thank you so much for waking up that early. I don't know what time it is, like 6 a.m. in California?
No, it's not that early. No, I flew in yesterday after a 15-hour direct flight from Dubai, Los Angeles. And I think it's, I don't know what time it is here. It's morning, the sun's up, and it's a very nice day. Much warmer than Germany right now. Yeah, great presentation, Claudia. I'm glad you touched on the point regarding the mining of, your mining actually cryptocurrency coins, whether it be Ethereum, Zcash, Bitcoin, etc. Then you have, of course, the exchange rate US dollars. I'm all about mining the particular crypto, especially coins. Bitcoin's having a huge, going to be a big day for it tomorrow. We have the new Zero course is the Chicago Board of Options Trading, the largest options trading exchange in the United States and the world, I would say, for that, is launching a futures trading contract for Bitcoin. So this is going to create, who knows what it's going to do. A couple of sides to that, I suppose. Should we touch on that a little bit, Claudia? What that may mean to Bitcoin?
Yes, but let's touch on something else before. It's a really great point to touch on. But let's touch on before. We have a question here from Marianne. Hi, Marianne Barry, and she's asking, what exactly is mining, and what is the difference from just buying Bitcoin from Coinbase wallet?
Okay, so I understand a couple of questions there. they didn't quite understand the Coinbase wallet side. I mean, there's different wallet providers, of course, but you can buy Bitcoin outright on an exchange. You can go there and exchange fiat currency, whether it be euros, US dollars, any other particular currency, and you can buy Bitcoin outright. But when you mine for it, of course, there's benefits, there's pros and cons when you mine versus buying it outright. If you buy the Bitcoin outright, you're exchanging, let's say, 14,000 US dollars for of your paper money, your fiat currency, into people call it a commodity, people call it a currency, into Bitcoin. So the risk that you have there, of course, is the exchange rate. You have the Bitcoin that you pay 14,000 for, then you have the fluctuating price, which is like that, up and down. Now, when you mine for it, you still have that risk factor of course, the fluctuation of price. The big difference, which I like, is that when you're investing, let's say, $14,000 for one Bitcoin into mining, as you can see from this, is that you're buying mining computation power, and you're getting a return on that actual mining. You're getting paid out in Bitcoin, but you're also getting a much higher return on your fiat currency. So it's like in one sense you're getting a percentage return, a dollar value in return. That's if you sold your Bitcoin, of course. If you invested $14,000, it's actually showing you may get 3 times that return at the end of the first year of this contract, based on current difficulty rate, based on current pricing and current climate. So a lot of people like that, of course. There's a lot of people that after income generating, so they can, when they're mining for it, it gives them that much more exponential reward that particular way. A lot of people mine also, of course, and just want to accumulate the different basket of cryptocurrencies, whether it be Bitcoin, Zcash, Ethereum, etc. I see Ethereum also had a good strong pull up again in the last 24 hours since I've looked, which is great. When it comes to Coinbase, Coinbase is a wallet providers primarily. The wallet providers, they store your Bitcoin. It's like a bank account in one sense, primarily like a crypto bank account. And from that bank account, you can actually hold your cryptocurrencies in there, and you can actually trade those cryptocurrencies, exchange them to your fiat currency. Now, the only weakness that we've actually experienced in the Bitcoin world since its initiation in the last 2008, 2009 is primarily in the crypto wallets. Some of them are being hacked, and millions upon millions of Bitcoins have been stolen. But this is a new disruptive technology, so things like this is going to happen. This is why, Claudia, I know in your presentations you often speak about having a hard wallet, such as a nano ledger or a Trezor or something like that, to minimize these types of things occurring for it. Also, you minimize your particular risk. You also minimize your actual fees as well. You don't actually store it in that unit. I don't know how it actually works. I should really do research on it, but all the security people say it's the best way to store your cryptocurrencies. So that gives you a bit of a summary. Coinbase is the largest exchange in the US. There's difficulties with it as well. Sometimes it's slow. We've had warnings from them that they take a long time to validate, or what do I need to say here? They take a long time. For example, our Bitcoin payment exchange gives a warning regarding Coinbase, is that sometimes it can take a long time to validate a particular transaction, and this causes some issues. In fact, it can take maybe a week or longer. So this also causes some issues in that as well. There are other exchanges as well. I believe, Coinbase is apparently taking on 100,000 new members or new clients every day. So that's how fast they're growing. So I suppose they also have scalability problems as well, dealing with this huge demand. But I don't know whether I answered the question regarding Coinbase, but that's the general chat about it.
Yeah, I hope you did. So basically, my answer to that question is why should you buy mining versus buying Bitcoin? But pretty simple, because you can, if you buy one Bitcoin, you own one Bitcoin. If you do mining, well, you can have more Bitcoins mined, because it keeps mining till it is not profitable anymore. So of course I would use mining because I have less headache, because it doesn't matter the value go up or down, because I'm keeping mining. While if I buy Bitcoin, let's say you bought yesterday Bitcoin, it was at 15 or 16,000, now it's at 13,000. You are sweating, you are getting a heart attack almost. I mean, because you don't know, because you're new into the game. I'm not, because I don't care, because I know I see Bitcoin as a long term. I have absolutely no fear whatsoever. But a new beginner who really doesn't know yet anything, well, he's going to get flat out scared, and he's probably going to sell, and he probably lost quite some money if he did. So Anyway, this is that. Thank you so much. And I'm just going to address one question. So he was asking for one of his team members how to do a wire transfer. So it's pretty simple. When you go in your Swisco Global back office and you have your free account, let's say you want to, or you have a paid account, you want to buy more hash power. So you go buy more hash power, increase hash power, go to Bitcoin or whatever you want, then of course select the amount you wish or whatever you wish, and click next, and then you will get an email. So you get an email which says here, and this most of the time, most likely it's going to be in spam, so always look at when you get an email, it's often in spam. Congratulations on your hash power mining package, and it says you the amount where actually to send it. Now in your reference number and your reference code, put that reference code in there. Some people, they just send us to our Dubai account, never put in Bitcoin mining. Don't put in Bitcoin, put in your ID number or your name or your reference code, because this is which will come through to Swisco Global, because otherwise, well, when the transaction coming through, often there's half of the things deleted. So sometimes the transaction coming, you don't know where they're from. So put in or your ID or your reference code, or your full name, the same name which is in your Swissgold registration. Okay? But Bill, yeah, sorry, I didn't want to steal everything away from you. Sure, I mean, we see a lot of volatility right now in the Bitcoin, of course, sector, and this has to do with one thing, and this thing is going to happen tomorrow. So share with us this thing.
Well, first of all, I'm not a financial advisor. Back in the 90s, I used to trade some futures and options. It's a fantastic way to expose yourself to a commodity without actually having to own the commodity. Now, there's pluses and minuses actually for that. Now, on one side, it's going to give Bitcoin greater adoption, because now it's much more in the news today. I mean, pushing it up beyond the 5,000 and breaking the 10,000 barrier, now breaking the $15,000 barrier. It has certainly made Bitcoin the mainstream news anywhere in the world. So people have heard about Bitcoin much more. When I was flying over, actually, I was speaking to a man from South Africa flying to California to meet his family here. He'd heard of Bitcoin. I asked him, what price is it? He says, I had no idea. So he had no idea what price Bitcoin was. And I told him it was at that time $16,000. I think he nearly fell out of the aircraft. But because when he looked last time, it was only maybe I think it was $200 or $300. So he hadn't. He'd heard of Bitcoin, had no idea about it. So what does it mean going to the Chicago Board of Options Trading? Well, it means it's giving it much more greater exposure. It's giving it actual greater adoption. But it means that you can trade the market without actually ever owning a Bitcoin. You can trade. You're trading a contract. If you believe that Bitcoin price is going to go to 25,000 or 50,000 or $1 million like Claudia said earlier on, they're going to be actually having what we call trading contracts or future set price. The contract may expire in 2018. You're going to buy a particular contract. So instead of having to maybe pay $20,000 or $25,000 for Bitcoin, you can pay what we call an options contract. It may cost you, I don't know what the price is going to be, it might cost you a few $100s for an options contract, maybe a lot less, and you can buy multiple contracts. And of course, if the price goes up towards there, as it increases, you're going to be in the money. It means it's positive you're making money on that particular contract, but if it goes against you, it's going to also go against you monetarily wise very fast. And also, of course, you know, you can lose a lot of money there. So you can, it's leveraged trading. It can work in your favor, it can work against you just as fast. So, you know, you don't do these things unless you know what you're doing, and you definitely need to trade with a plan. You definitely need to trade with stop losses to protect your losses, because it'll strip it out like that. It'll empty your bank account very fast, these types of trading futures. The biggest thing, I suppose, is that, as I said, you can trade it. People can say, okay, it's at $16,000 now. They believe it's going to go down to $10,000 or $5,000. So people can actually bet on them. One sense, they could buy a futures contract, and when the market goes down, they make money on that. Now, what does this mean to you? The people who have Bitcoin, who own actual Bitcoins, it could be a good thing. It means that you can now hedge your bets. So you own a portfolio of Bitcoins over here in your portfolio. Let's say you've got $50,000 worth of Bitcoins in a portfolio over here. Well, you can actually buy to offset that, to hedge your bet or protect that particular holding that you have in case it does go down in price. what people do is they buy a put option, believing that the price of Bitcoin is going to go down. So that if it goes down on the right-hand side, your asset base of Bitcoins from 50,000 might lose, let's say it loses 20% of its value. Let's say it drops down to 40,000 or 38,000 or 25,000. But as that price exchange rate for Bitcoin US dollar goes down, on the other side, because you actually own a put option, it means that you're making money on that side, on the trading side. This is what it really does. A lot of people, I'm sure, who have large portfolios, are going to be learning or using professionals to actually try and protect. It's like an insurance policy to protect their investments that they actually have. The other thing about it is that these large institutions that trade these can now, in one sense, really significantly manipulate the price. This is what happens in the gold market, actually, with gold and silver futures. While the trading is like this much of the time, that's where banks like to have it. They trade significant amounts of money, and they'll buy the market, push the price up. It gets to a certain price, and they'll sell the market and come back down. And pretty much they'll set the tone where they believe the market will actually be, because they have the volume, they have the cash, they have the huge amount of cash, maybe billions of dollars coming in into this particular market. It was never there before. So yes, I think a lot of the price factoring that we're seeing, right, pushing up Bitcoin up to this particular point, breaking 16,000, it's primarily been because of the news what's going to happen tomorrow. So a lot of the price move may have already been factored into the market. The increase that you've seen may already be factored in because of this expectation of the CBOE going live tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be volatile. It's going to be a wild ride. Stay, don't panic. Don't overexpose yourself. But the market will shake itself out in some. We'll get some sort of sense of direction. But there's going to be the bulls and bears are going to be fighting each other. Even though the market's going to be going, it's going to cause a lot of volatility. It's traders like volatility. They need that to be able to succeed. So I don't know which way it's going to go. I have no idea. But one thing I've learned many years ago, the trend is your friend. You can't go against the trend. The trend is your friend. The trend is bullish right now, meaning that the trend is that the price is going to increase. And as the adoption increases, more demand is increased for Bitcoin. That is of course strength towards Bitcoin. But on the other side, of course, there's going to be a lot of volatility. And you don't have an asset. Let's just back up where we are on Bitcoin. We've actually made Bitcoin mining available for our members since November last year. So we've been doing it for a bit over a year. When our members started mining for Bitcoin, it was less than $600 a Bitcoin. So congratulations to all of you that have been riding this huge wave. I mean, $600 to $16,000, would you believe it? If you take yourself back 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, would you believe the way that you've written today so far? That the returns have been unbelievable. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I've been through many market rides, probably from the 90s, the dot-coms, and then of course the gold bull market from $260 or $255 up to $1,900 in 2011. Now we've got this new digital age cryptocurrency market. I mean, it's not comparable. It's truly not comparable. There's nothing, and this also makes it fantastic, because that's why we're seeing so much wealth being generated from this. Of course, if you position correctly. People who made millionaires has been quite incredible. I see the Facebook twins, Winklevoss brothers, have been the first billionaire Bitcoin owners in one sense. They put $11 million into buying Bitcoins after the lawsuit from Facebook. It was a big call, putting $11 million into it, I must say. It was good it was someone else's money, not their own. But they've done exceptionally well out of that. And of course, I know they're very bullish on Bitcoin as well. That gives you a bit of a summary where we're heading. So expect a volatile ride. There's going to be some pullbacks. There's going to be some maybe breaks some new highs. But after this huge run that we've had, a period of consolidation is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Let the market take some breathing space, get some air into its lungs, and sort itself out before it decides which way it's going to move in adoption, and hopefully it's going to continue on. But you don't have that significant percentage in moves. What is it, 10, 12, 14-fold in 12 months without having a period of consolidation. But primarily with Bitcoin, there's so many more people coming on board and learning about it. It's demand, isn't it? So it's truly fascinating. So I'm very excited about it, and also very cautious about it too. So I just wanted to touch on that. The news tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York, the Chicago Board of Options Trading will be opening the market for futures contracts on Bitcoins, which means you don't have to ever own a Bitcoin, but you can trade against it, that it's going to go down, or you can trade for it. So that's going to be a big thing tomorrow.
Thank you, Bill, and we are all looking forward to how this works out. I mean, I'm very bullish on Bitcoin, and for me, you know, that's what I always tell to people: don't get into that market to make the quick buck. See it more as a long-term vision. I mean, you got to, yes, of course, the traders who are experts on it, they can do a lot of money trading. But now we have all those new folks coming in, and they learn trading, and you know, probably they're going to burn their hands. And I wouldn't touch it. It's because, you know, trading is a skill to be learned. So you got to learn that skill. And then you got to be unemotional. So I honestly prefer mining because I don't have to care or bother anything about it because I got paid anyway. So wherever the market goes, I just really don't care because I'm going to get paid. And that's really the message I want to leave you with, guys. So you want to get paid daily? Well, you know, get some into mining and you're going to get paid daily. Don't look so much at the price. I know some people, they just constantly look at the price. I don't care about the price. I know where Bitcoin eventually will go. And also some of the other major coins where they will go. Why? Well, because it's very simple. It's like email back then. How many people used email? How many people using email now? It's just one trend, and this is long term. So that's what you have to see on. And with that, Bill, we don't have any more questions here. Just tell us, because, you know, people are curious here. What are you doing in LA?
Well, I like the weather. It's winter here, but it's a beautiful day, 23 degrees outside, that's Celsius, of course. Now I've got meetings here in LA. I'm meeting actually my good friend, long-time friend who you know, Claudia, as well, Philip Jones, the bullion banker. He's flying in tomorrow from his Panama office. He's been living there for the last 20 years. And we're working on a project together regarding gold and silver, of course, and blockchain development, which I've already alluded to in the past, and maybe some other very exciting things regarding potential mining farms in the US next year. But that's a big project. That's, you know, tens of millions of dollars of investment involved there. So we're very bullish on the Bitcoin mining side because the Bitcoin to work, it has to have miners, correct? And so this is very important. I mean, you have supply for our members. So we're working on some pretty major projects here. It's not going to happen overnight. This is going to take many, many, many months. But you've got to start somewhere, of course, when to plant the seeds. So the seeds are certainly planted, and we're working on cultivating that soil. And we know that 2018 is going to be, you know, it's going to be a volatile year, but we're in the game and we believe in it and we're investing in it. And so we believe it's going to be a great and exciting 2018 with many new things to come to the table for you. That's primarily all I can say at this particular point. So if anyone is in this area, I mean, the next days I'm pretty busy with meetings, but maybe towards the end of next week, if anyone's in the San Diego, you know, Laguna Beach, LAX sort of area, if they want to set up a group meeting or something, you could do that through arranging through Claudia if you like, and I would make myself available. It has to be pretty much where I'm staying, that region there.
Thank you, Bill. And one last question coming, which always comes, I mean, we address it almost on every webinar, is Genesis Mining, mining pools, mining pool data. Why is Genesis Mining not in the mining pool?
It's a great question. In fact, that you were there as well, Claudia. We've been the last, I've lost track of time. Last week and the week before, we were in Munich, of course. There were people flying from the US as well. Experts on mining also. We met with the Genesis team. Claudia was actually there meeting to discuss, you know, members and how to improve things for our members and different things. And we spoke about this particular question. Primarily, they're the biggest. They don't need to be in these mining pools. In fact, some of these people you see in these mining pools, they actually provide the mining pool. They're spread across different mining pools themselves, and they're going through. Let me just say this: we had a good conversation with Dr. Marco Cron about this. They're aware of this anyway. We've actually had this discussion with them. We also had a very good conversation with Dr. Stefan Schindler. He's the medical doctor, not a mathematician, though. He's also a CTO. Fantastic people, very, very nice people, high integrity, and we'll probably see. We sent them quite a bit of information because this question comes up quite a bit. We'll see a video coming out from Genesis regarding this, I think, in the near future. I think that's really important. But primarily, they don't want to show their deck of cards. They don't want to show the opposition, let's say opposition competitors and different things, where they are in the mining world. They don't want to lay the deck of cards or races out on the table. So they're spread across multiple pools, etc. And you know, they've got their own pools as well, but they don't disclose how much they have and a percentage. But he sort of did allude to the percentage that they have. They're not the I mean, some of these sheets that you can see, I mean, I know that actually Genesis Mining actually provide the mining for these particular companies, you know, but they choose not to at this particular time, be involved in such a pool. But I'm going to let them answer that question because they said they're going to produce a video. They have answered it before. And it's primarily, I think, the simplest thing is it's being business savvy in one sense. They just don't want to open up their bank account and say, this is what we've got in our vault. They keep that to themselves, and it gives them a better position. And of course, depending on how the pools work and what they vote on regarding Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin, where they push their mining, they're much more flexible. They're sort of anonymous in the background, and they can position themselves whichever is best for them and for the members, so they can maximise their payout. But anyway, I'll leave that to them. They're the experts in this field. Let's take it to the source and let the source answer the question directly. But that's why.
Thank you, Bill. Yes, and they are certainly bigger than some of those pools which you see here. So yeah, we're going to get a great video produced from Genesis, which will be awesome. Well, with that, I want to say thank you so much for your listeners. Lots of stuff here, and we're going to put this video obviously on our YouTube channel. We're also going to put it on our Facebook group, etc. So follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, on Twitter. What did I forget? Yes, follow us there. And we have always great images, obviously, which is as well a marketing tool for you. Get started, join us, and I see you on our next presentation. And Bill, I wish you a really great success your next 10 days down in LA. I wish that I'm going to be there. Because it's very cold here, but you know what? You gotta enjoy where you are, and very soon I'm in the warm as well. So, thank you.
Yes, actually, as you know, I was in Dubai, and I want to thank Mohammed Zahir. That was on the call too. I think Zahir. I met up with some of your contacts in Dubai when I was there, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Very nice people. So I'm going to be back in Dubai. I think the 18th or something like that of the month. So maybe I get an opportunity to catch up with them and their team there as well. So anyway. Thanks, Claudia. Thanks for everyone. Have a wonderful weekend.